Welcome. We're glad you're here. This is our live demo of TechIDManager. We are going to kind of show you what TechIDManager is, give you some high-level overview of it, and hopefully you will like it enough that you either do a one-on-one demo with us or install and start using it. We have quite a few privileged account management features that are specific to managed service providers. So that is PAM for MSPs and VARs. We started in 2019. We have clients on 4 continents. We manage millions of, we've rotated tens of millions of passwords or manage hundreds of thousands of accounts for MSP technicians all over the world to access their client networks. Why do we do that? Well, I worked on MSP for 12 years and I saw that technician access to client networks was being done in some really ad hoc and insecure ways. There were some pretty serious security concerns around the shared admin accounts that people had, around the way those accounts were managed, the way passwords are rotated, the way access was just willy-nilly kind of granted to technicians without traceability and accountability. So I looked around. I couldn't find anything on the market that satisfied the need that technicians at MSPs had for privileged access into their clients' networks. I read all the security guidelines, SOC, HIPAA, PCI, Cyber Essentials, Cyber Guidelines, Secure 8, all those things. And they all said the same thing. An account should belong to a person, and you should never share those accounts between people. So what this means is MSP technicians should not use shared administrative access when they access their client's network. They should all use an account specific to them. So MSP technicians need unique access. There are a variety of places that they need that unique access. They need that unique access to domain computers, so they can have access to the whole domain, all the servers, the machines joined. Unique access to Azure, so they can do in Azure tenants those things that you need to do. GDAP is nice, but GDAP doesn't actually provide all the things that most technicians need to do in client Azure tenants. So every MSP I've talked to keeps a global admin account that's kind of shared between everybody anyway. The proper solution is just to have accounts for the technicians in the client tenants. We do that. And when you need when you have workstations for small and medium businesses that are still being used by people, technicians need access to those machines. Laps doesn't work on those machines from Microsoft, so there are a variety of other solutions. The best one is the Laps by us. We can take over that local admin account. We can also go a whole step further and be exactly compliant and make unique access on workgroup machines for technicians. We can hide those technician accounts from the Windows logon screen and still provide a way for those technicians to log on to workgroup computers. And that's what we're going to kind of show today. This little piece, this is our Windows credential provider. It allows a technician to log into a workgroup computer with an account that is unique to them and gain access and do what they need to do, but not clutter that Windows Hello screen or Windows logon screen with an account for every technician, but yet still have that traceability of unique accounts. Let's look at what that looks like. So this is the tech client. This is the technician's interface to get the accounts that are created and assigned to them. Each line here is a different type of account. We have here a Screen Connect session to a work group computer. This is a small and medium business type computer. It's real standard. And we see here that there are 2 users that use this machine on the regular, Tester 1 and Tester 2. But as an MSP technician, I don't want to use one of those accounts. I want to use an account that is specific to me that has admin privileges. So I can select this other user tile by TechIDManager, and then we can enter the username and password that is mine. We don't show the usernames, we don't show the passwords, we keep all that secret. The technician opens up their tech client, they click search. Tech client went on their computer and said, oh, of all the things you have open on your computer right now, this is the machine that we think you are trying to connect to. It is the machine. This is my username, my password, rotated sometime in the last 24 hours, rotates every day, every 24 hours. I would like to get those credentials injected into that machine. So I can simply click send both, tell it the machine that I want to get logged into. It's going to enter my username and my password in this machine and get me logged in so that I can, as a technician, I am now logged as an administrator. I can do whatever it is on this computer I need to do. It is also all logged and attributed to me with whatever SIM you're using, whatever event logs on this computer, whatever software you log into is logged in as me. So if you do a SQL connection from this computer, it is you. This gives you all that traceability and accountability that you need. And see, I can see here I'm logged in as Martin Black. I'm not one of those 2 other testers. that normally use this machine. Then when I finish doing whatever it is I needed to do, I can sign out. And when I sign out, it goes back to the standard Windows Hello screen where one of those two users can just click their username, their password, and log in, and they don't get confused by the 15 different technician accounts that can be used to log into this computer. Make sense? That is TechIDManager, making unique accounts, super easy for a technician to find, use that account, get logged on machine, fix, and do what they need to do. If you notice, we went from this logon screen, 1, 2, so this is the account we need. We can just send those credentials directly into this and get logged in. I'm very cool. But the normal users can still just click on their name and log in. This is something that TechIDManager provides for workgroup computers to help MSP technicians get logged in and do what they need to do. We also do the very same thing for domains. We have just-in-time accounts, like this 𝗂𝗵𝗿𝗏.net account. When I want to use it as a technician, I just click enable. Sometime in the next 60 seconds, that account is get created, enabled, rights assigned to that account are specific to me. A password set on that account is unique to me. That password will be encrypted so that just I can read it, and it's going to be sent back to me. And then I'll be able to use that account to log in and do whatever it is I need to do anywhere that I'm granted access on the 𝗂𝗵𝗿𝗏.net domain accounts. You can see here it's already enabled. I can use it. That quick little button push and the ease with which a technician can enable and use their account hides all the traceability and accountability and complexity of making the account, assigning rights that are specific to each person in each place, encrypting that information such that it is only viewable by the technician that should see it. That means that it's a very important point here that we're using zero visibility hosting and host-proof hosting so that only the specific person that should be seeing an account actually can cryptographically decrypt that account. It's a real distinguisher from many other products you'll see on the market that do cloud-based PM or cloud-based just-in-time accounts, or a lot of the tools that do password rotation. They don't have zero visibility storage or host-proof hosting. Production staff, the developers, they could, if they were rogue, go see your credentials and break in and use your access. Even if there's a rogue hacker developer, a rogue hacker gets access to our network, a rogue bad actor on our side, we don't have the cryptographic keys to decrypt your information. Very important. So that's kind of the general overview of TechIDManager. We have a lot of specific things. We have trees to organize the data. We have so that you can arbitrarily organize all the data of all your clients. We have personal password vaults. We have a password vault that uses the same host-proof hosting or zero visibility storage and encryption so that we can store and allow you to share and pass all these cryptographic keys around and secret information such that we can't see it. That is super important as we transition into the world of trust of SaaS vendors, into encryption being required in transit, at rest. More than HTTPS encryption, we're using RSA encryption or encrypted key encryption, encrypted curve encryption to guarantee we can't see your information. It's very important. That is TechIDManager in a nutshell. If you have any questions about this or other features, how this all gets managed, which is super simple and super intuitive, check us out at ruffiansoftware.com, and there's a big button in the upper right corner which will let you request a demo. It looks like this. Click this request a demo button. We greatly thank you for joining our demo. If it was recorded, check us out after the fact.